again, and thank you for choosing to watch another instalment from my YouTube channel Benidorm and Beyond. If you enjoyed today's video, I would ask that you consider becoming a subscriber so that you never miss out on any new content as I upload it in the future. Today I'm giving you a look at some of the coffee shops and bars in and around Benidorm where I like to stop in the morning for a traditional Spanish breakfast. This follows on from my previous vlogs in a similar vein, which have proved to be very popular. My very favourite way to start the day when I have a free morning is with a piping hot white coffee, or café con leche, accompanied by a medio tostada con tomate, which is typical of the region, although many people consider it to have originated in Catalonia. This scrummy combination always sets me up for the day ahead and is very often advertised at a special offer price in the local Spanish cafes. It is usually served right up until midday or just after, so why not join me on this short tour and check out all the different ways it can be served and places you can try when you're next here. The first place we are visiting today is El Porpo Parata, or the Octopus Pirate, which can be found halfway down Carrer de Tomás Ortuño in Benidorm's Old Town. With a smart inside space for dining, complete with sea-themed mural, there is also a small outside terrace which is perfect for people watching as you enjoy your breakfast, and free Wi-Fi is available. My well-toasted baguette came topped with plenty of tomato with a separate serving of oil on the side, along with a good-sized cup of my favourite Candelas coffee. The combination cost a very reasonable €2.35. Moving on to our second stop, we find Articast 2, situated on the beachfront promenade on the section called Avenida de Madrid. With fabulous views out to sea from either their outside tables or large inside restaurant, which on this day had the glass doors pulled across as it was a bit breezy, you are always guaranteed a good spot. The restaurant was founded in 1978 by former Spanish footballer and manager Salvador Artigas Sahun after the end of his sporting career, when he decided to settle down in Benidorm and open various businesses in the town. Famed for its paellas as well as tapas, they also have a good selection of main meals and offer free Wi-Fi. My coffee was delicious and my tostada came as 2 good-sized pieces along with tomato pulp separate and olive oil in the condiments holder on the table. Although I do know seafront views come at a price, I was rather disappointed when the bill came to €4 each. So maybe next time I will opt for their coffee and crepe offer instead, which only costs $1.60, a veritable bargain in comparison. Moving up to the Rincon de Loix area, we find our third breakfast stop at Bar La Marada on the corners of Calle Londres and Avenida de Estocolmo. This friendly local cafe bar is always busy with both locals and holidaymakers, and my rustic 2-piece tostada came served with coffee and a biscuit for the price of $2.60, which is about the usual cost and well worth it. Free Wi-Fi can be accessed via a login with a ticket available from the staff. Back in the Old Town again, and this time towards the top of Carrer Tomás Ortuño, near the large El Cruce crossroads, we find our fourth cafe bar, Miguelitos. A perfect place to stop if you are shopping in the area. They have a good amount of seating outside, as well as a smaller space inside too. Wi-Fi is not available, so you'll have to talk amongst yourselves if you don't have internet access on your phone already. And the tasty rustic barra de pan was served with a good helping of tomato, along with oil and salt on the side. Costing €2.60 for the breakfast combo, I would most definitely visit again whilst in the area. Moving back down to the Rincon de Loix, we find our fifth stop, Cappy Nichols, situated at the very end of Avenida Juan Fuster Zaragoza. This popular bar is always busy with locals going in and out, and no more so than on Wednesday and Sunday mornings when the outdoor market is held just at the end of the road. Choosing to sit outside on this mild but rainy day, there was ample comfy seating and free Wi-Fi was offered. My modestly presented tostada was actually completely delicious, as was the coffee, and at only €2.30 the price was definitely right as well. Located right in the middle of the new town on Calle Lepanto, we find our sixth tostada stop at Peter's Snack Bar. In busier times, this is a firm favourite with partygoers in the early hours of the morning after leaving the square, and as I hadn't been in here for many years myself, I decided to give it a go for breakfast. Offering a range of takeaway items such as pizzas and spit roast chickens, as well as full menus of the day to eat in, I opted for my usual two-piece combo. Although for only 20 cents more I could have enjoyed a glass of orange juice alongside it as well, which in Spanish cafes usually comes freshly squeezed. My 2 pieces of toasted baguette were delicious, and yet again I found my favourite coffee brand, Candelas. The whole restaurant was very clean, and there is free Wi-Fi if you can ever enter the very complicated long Wi-Fi code, and my breakfast combination cost a decent €2.60. Heading back up into the heart of the old town, we discover our 7th cafe bar, Zafar 55, unsurprisingly located upon Avenida de Zafar. With premises of the same name on both sides of the road, I opted for the smaller cafe, and on this occasion took the opportunity to dine al fresco. My crispy baguette was tasty and served with all its accompanying elements separately, giving me the choice of how much of each ingredient I wanted, and the coffee was warm and tasty. If, like me, you love your coffee boiling hot, don't forget to order it muy caliente, as the Spanish are quite satisfied with having lukewarm milk, whereas I am most definitely not. At a complete bargain price of €1.80, I would definitely go again if in the area, and maybe try out a beer and some of their advertised tapas too. Moving back to the new town, we find our 8th stop, Meson El Segoviano, which is located along Calle Ibiza, almost opposite British restaurant The Magic Roundabout. Surrounded by many blackboards offering a huge number of specials in both Spanish and English, the restaurant definitely has a more Spanish feel, especially inside, where traditional Segovian dishes are offered, such as suckling pig and roast lamb, along with other dishes you would expect to see everywhere, such as lobster with rice, oxtail and platters of mixed tapas. The service was a bit on the slow side, but good nonetheless, and the tostadas were served with a huge side helping of tomato, which was scrumptious. The combo cost me €2.40, and an extra coffee to give me an extra bit of get up and go cost only €1 more. Perfect. Towards the old town again, and just up from the local bus stop Centro, we find our 9th stop, bar Eganon, situated on Calle del Esperanto. After having looked it up, I found out that Eganon, 2 separate words, means good morning in the Basque language, and so I presume that is where the owners originate from. This very new cafe bar is clean and modern inside, but slightly overlit by neon lights for my preference, and seems to be aiming at a slightly upmarket feel, judging by its menu and prices. My 2 pieces of tostada were well covered in tomato, but also had a faint garlic taste to them, which would be more expected had I ordered pan catalan, so that wasn't particularly welcome, especially at breakfast time. The strong hot coffee came with a small piece of sponge cake, which was delicious, although by then I'm afraid it was rather marred by the taste of garlic in my mouth. At a rather overpriced €3.30 for my breakfast, I wish them well, but I personally won't be dropping by again. Finally, we reach our 10th and final tostada stop, bar Los Pedroches, located on Calle Todo in the Old Town. The name of the bar is taken after Los Pedroches, which is a natural region in the Córdoba province of Andalusia in southern Spain, and known for its rolling hills and small villages. Offering inside seating as well as an outside terrace with railings on which to enjoy your breakfast, tapas or snack, the whole place had a traditional feel, and I especially liked some of the tables which were covered with old black and white prints of Benidorm in decades gone by. My tostada con tomate, although simply presented, was delicious, and my coffee was small but piping hot. And at a total cost of €2, I would say that it was a great deal. I hope that you've enjoyed this coffee and tostada tour with me, and if you did, I would ask that you please give the video a thumbs up and like it, and consider subscribing to my channel, Benidorm and Beyond, if you haven't already done so. Also, feel free to drop me a line in the comments section if there's something or somewhere you'd particularly like me to include in the future, and as always, I'll see what I can do. For those of you who have only just found my YouTube channel, Benidorm and Beyond, I enjoy not only videoing the bustling resort of Benidorm, but also the beautiful local area. including the nearby villages and towns, which can mostly all be reached by local transport and at very reasonable prices. I'll see you out and about next time, maybe for a coffee and tostada. Cheers!